Trail reports. So we're going to talk language of real estate and luxury for a few moments here. And I've just got some statistics up on the screen. Total luxury listings sold in Keller Williams from January 1st through August 31st of this year. 16,789 transactions with a total of 27.3 billion in sales volume. Total luxury buyer closing 17,341 with 29 billion. Total luxury closings over 34,000 with 56.3 billion. Transactions involving referrals 5,252 with almost 20 billion in transactions. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why it is so important at KW when we talk about value and how much value our brokerage offers to our agents. This is why Keller Williams is so special, because anytime we go to family reunion, mega agent camp, or even our Rocky Mountain Summit that we just were involved in, you will generate referral business when you go to these events. I have personally generated referral business. I know Travis Cox, he comes top of mind, who's in our Grand Junction office. We all know Travis, and who also works in Glenwood. He does a lot of referral business, and this is why KW is such a special place. And also, agents who have transacted in over $1 million on the buy or sell side at over 17,000 agents. And here are some statistics that I find kind of interesting. Year over year monthly comparison. These numbers represent transactions over $1 million in the US and Canada. And something that gives me a lot of hope, ladies and gentlemen, when you look at the number of transactions that are over $1 million, the blue graph represents 2024, and the orange graph represents this year in 2025. And if you look across, it's relatively flat, which is pretty good news, considering there's a lot of chatter in our industry right now about it being a tough market. How many people have heard that it is tough right now and agents are struggling with their business? But the fact of the matter is, agents willing to put in the work are transacting, and the data points show us that it's pretty flat across the board. There's some months where there is a larger number, but generally speaking, it's pretty flat. September looks down, but maybe that's a fluke, or I don't know if we don't have all the data yet. But overall, everything looks pretty good, and the number of agents with transactions over $1 million here, it's relatively flat. Does anybody have any thoughts about that they want to share?
And just a heads up, the September data is just some preliminary numbers that were coming in, because this report's just through the end of August.
That's right.
So ignore September.
Right. But the takeaway that I gather from this is that we are still in a market where people are buying and selling homes, especially in the luxury market. Because remember something, ladies and gentlemen, when you're talking about luxury transactions, these buyers and sellers, from my own experience selling luxury properties here in Eagle County, are less interested in what's going on with interest rates or the stock market. Most of the buyers and sellers that I have personally dealt with in our region, they buy or sell for reasons above and beyond what's going on in the noise in the world and the news. And these individuals buy based on lifestyle decisions. So there is work to be done, and there are transactions to be had. Luxury hotspots. This is interesting. California, look at the number of transactions in these regions. Look at California leading 8,972, followed by New Jersey, 2,307, and Texas and Florida and Ontario, Canada are right around that same pace. Then it starts to drop down a bit when you get to Washington, Georgia, Massachusetts, and Virginia. Interesting, Colorado is not on this list. A Keller Williams agent helps a luxury buyer or seller close every 10 minutes, day and night. Basecamp Buzz, fast track coaching. Please scan this QR code and get in and get focused and get results with our fast track coaching series. Take board listings now and convert sellers at closing. 2 powerful sessions held each week for a total of 6 sessions held in person at our market center. Proven strategies, real results. Again, we talked about this briefly on our calendar a few minutes ago. Every Wednesday, 12:30 and Thursday at 12 o'clock, respectively, Mountain Time, up until October 22nd and 23rd. And right now, we're going to just talk about the rise and top producers in September on individuals. We have Carrie George with a closed volume of 5,616,000. Brenda Kellen with a closed volume of 3.7 million, and then Tony Giacconi with 3.6 million. So congratulations to Carrie, Brenda, and Callan. And then September top producers by team: the Thompson Group, closed volume 11 million. The Skinner team, closed volume 4.9 million, and the Signature Home team with a closed volume of $4.1 million. Congratulations to these top teams. And then September top producers: Ryan Richards, closed volume 2.1. Stephen Bracci, congratulations on your first closing at 697,000. And then Sarah Parrish had a closed volume of 540,000. Top teams and producers, excuse me, for the month of September: the Gold team with 2.1 million, Rocky Mountain Home team closed volume 1.6 million, and Team Black Bear $850,000. Congratulations, team, for your hard work and dedication in the month of September.